Hello, friends. What's up? We have a surprise release to talk about. We're talking about NewJeans Bubblegum, which just came out like an hour ago. Anyway, yeah, I actually didn't know this was coming out, and I check various sources for comebacks all the time. I assume this is a surprise drop. Like, I know they're coming out with a single in like a month, but I assume this is a surprise for the girls, mostly because their company is currently in flames. But either way, we have a new NewJeans song to talk about, which is Bubblegum. But first, some disclaimers. Actually, first, let's go over how this video is going to work. I'm going to run through the song and give you thoughts on it, and then give it a score out of 10 at the end. Now, disclaimer. Disclaimer number one. This song is like a brand fucking new, okay? It came out within the past 2 hours. So, like, we are talking a brand new single. I've heard it a couple times, but my opinions on it very much have changed over time. Second disclaimer, my standard one. Everything I say in this video is just my opinion. You do not have to agree with my opinion because music is subjective, and that is great. Alrighty, that covers everything we needed to cover. Let's get into Bubblegum, the brand new NewJeans single, which I will expect to go number one because they're NewJeans, but either way, wherever it lands. Here's the thing you need to understand, actually. I need to give you context. I became a bit of a NewJeans fan since we last discussed them, or at least an official release by them. Like, their Get Up album, I've specifically become a pretty big fan of their Get Up album, specifically a couple songs on it. It's just, I hate their old releases. I really do. Like, I say old releases like it hasn't just been 2 years. Their first mini and their first single, not for Simon. Not for me. The Get Up mini, definitely for me. It's just that I like Pink Panthers, and that album is Pink Panthers. But either way, let's talk about this song now, okay? It's pretty good. The music is interesting enough to keep me going. My main complaint with a certain era of NewJeans is that all the songs sounded exactly the same, and that's just not ideal to my spirit when all your songs, specifically the music, all sound very similar. I don't like that. This one, there's nice flares at times. It's good music. As for the verses, the first one is a fine start to the song. I'm not going to say it's like an insane start, but it does a good job at starting the song. It does its job well. Although I will concede, the second half of the first verse, substantially stronger than the first half. The second verse is long to an absurd degree. It is very, very long in ways that don't make sense. Like, we could have taken a chunk and had a bridge, because of course the song does not have a bridge. It has an outro, which... Bridge rant, abridged version. Please give me a bridge. You literally have no reason not to. You do not need to make your songs 2.5 minutes long, okay? Rant over. As for the second verse, it's really long. It's really long. The first chunk is very pretty. The rest, I think, isn't as good, but it's fine. The chorus itself, meanwhile, is pretty good. Do I wish it hit a bit harder? Yes. I wish it had more life to it. I wish there was more going on there, because especially after the choruses that I like off their Get Up album, this chorus is basically dead inside. Although in comparison to their old choruses, that's also not even saying much. Like, the I'm Dying on the Hill that Hype Boy has the most soulless chorus I've ever heard. So, like, by comparison, I'm gonna take this one. Big picture, though, this is a fine song. Okay, it has more life to it than anything off their first album, which is a low bar. That album was basically produced in a cemetery. It's dead inside, but it's better than that. There's more life here, so there's at least that going for it. That said, this is nowhere near as good as the Get Up songs, or at least the ones that I personally greatly enjoy. So, like, we haven't made progress. I would say we've made progress because we have life. And whilst for a certain era of NewJeans that is progress, we already established that NewJeans has a pulse. So I wanted the music to stay good, and it stayed fine. Like, in the canon of girl group releases, this is nowhere near the best. And we know that. At least I know that. I've never been of the opinion that NewJeans is putting out, like, the pinnacle of music, even for the songs that I really like. But it's also nowhere near the worst. There are some bad songs that have been released in the history of music. This one, it's like dead center, okay? It's fine. But that's all I have to talk about the songs. With that, is score time. And overall, I'm going to give it an 8.6 out of 10. I think I'll just put it on and turn my brain off and like cook food or something, but I don't think I would really seek it out. Like, let me rephrase that actually. If it came on when I was cooking food, I wouldn't skip it. But I don't think I would seek it out. Like, if I was in the car driving somewhere, I'm not putting the song on, okay? This is not going to be the only thing I'm paying attention to. This is not going to be an active listen, but it's a fine song. So yeah, 8.6 out of 10. And that's all I have for you today. Thank you so much for watching. Feel free to comment your thoughts down below. Let me know how you feel. You can like and subscribe if you want to or don't. I'll be okay either way. And in the description, I think it's a playlist, but it might just be a list of videos. It's all my NewJeans reviews. I'll put them down there. I've done a concerning amount for this group, so you can check them out if you so choose. And yeah, thank you again for watching. Bye!